How's it going? Oh, what's up, man? Working and lurking, huh? Yeah, I just decided to do a little live stream. I ain't even got my pedal board out, man. I've got my Schecter out that I haven't really played in 8 years or so. So I'm just kind of playing through my amp right now and just piddling around, getting a little bit of practice in. How's yeah. How's the sound on your end with it just like this? Because I haven't really used this setup on here. Yeah, that's been kind of the issue with a lot of the channels, man. You're one of the few exceptions that I haven't heard it real bad on, but I think that's because your volume is kind of low, or maybe your amp's just far away from the mic. My setup, the amp is literally like right there, so I have to play with the volumes a bit. Let's see, I can't really. Well, hold on. We're on the clean channel right now, so we could probably back the volume off some. Yeah, there's a lot of channels I've looked at, man. There's a I don't know if you've seen old dude, the Angry Guitars Jit something or another. Like he is supposed to have worked in the music industry or some shit, so he claims. But yeah, he's been fighting with it for like a week now, man. He's been troubleshooting that shit on the air for days. Uh, but yeah, there's a several other guitar channels I've watched on their live stream that the sound was just, especially when you start hitting bassy notes or the volume, you start picking harder. Well, he's on an iPhone, man, and he's running through. I think what does he have? He has. I mean, I use the Headrush board usually. I don't have it hooked up right now, but Tonex, I think, or what's that other one? The real big one that everybody likes. He's using that and running through a Focusrite um, audio interface, and he's got it rigged up going through all that and into his phone somehow. Uh, I thought I was pretty tech savvy, but that's beyond me. Yeah, I don't know what it is about playing this guitar. It feels better than my new PRS. I I think it's because the neck is wider on the newer one. I think this is a 16 radius, where the other one's a 20. It's such a small difference, but you can feel it. I just did another video talking about how these practice sessions aren't really meant to sound all that great, and how you learn from making mistakes, especially when you're not proficient at, all your chords or where all the notes and whatnot are, how you play around and you find where things connect together or sound right. After a while, your ear just starts kind of picking up on, like, oh, that sounded, oof. I mean, I still do it all the time, trying to figure shit out. Yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, you're pretty good, man. I mean, you can tell that you played a while before you stopped playing. With me, like, I never really took learning all that seriously. I mean, I've been playing off and on since I was a teenager, and I just really never took learning seriously. I just always messed around, and then I started learning some chords at one point when I bought my first, or not my first. It was like my second or third guitar I bought. I got an Epiphone and I started learning to play chords and stuff. And then that lasted for a couple of months, and I sold it. And shoot, it was about 10 years ago. I got introduced to Rocksmith and I started playing it. And that's what I was talking about. It's like, I can't remember how to play a song for the life of me unless it's something I learned beforehand, like. Oh, look, we got a second viewer. How are you doing today? I don't think I've had two people in my room with me live, and but once so far. Yeah, that's kind of what happened to me, man. When I started playing Rocksmith, I was working full time when I first started playing it, and I would play it, like when I got off work and on the weekends, pretty much nonstop. And then I spent a year or so unemployed, living in a crappy ass RV, and I was playing on my brother's laptop, man, for 10, 12 hours or more a day. And I got pretty decent for a while, and then I got my CDL and left to go out on the road, and I just wasn't able to play in the truck. I ended up buying me a Les Paul, a few years back, and I took it out on the road with me, and I played it a couple of times, and I just couldn't really find the time to do it, man. The days are long when you drive, and getting set up in the truck to be able to play with an electric and break out your laptop with Rocksmith and everything else, it was just not worth it. Well, I can't say not worth it. I mean, playing's awesome. I mean, it's fun, but I just prefer to relax on my downtime and eat and talk to my old lady and whatnot. Yeah, mine was a. I don't know if you remember in the God, I seen it like early 2000s, like somewhere between '04 and '08. They had a goth edition, which was a flat black. I know you can't tell because I got the black and white filter, but it had that matte black finish like the Schecters do. And then it had the like an iron cross or some kind of maybe a Roman numeral 12 or something like that at the 12th fret. A pretty nice guitar. Dude, yeah, this one, man, I got this from a pawn shop for 200 bucks, man. And I mean, the shitty thing about it is it's a fucking Floyd Rose. And for a fucking beginner guitarist, man, you know how hard it is to change the fucking strings on this thing? I mean, seriously. Oh no, it's not like the Zach Wild one, man, because his has typically got that bullseye burst shit on it. Man, I haven't been able to play with the Floyd. If I want to use this in any capacity when I'm playing, because I don't have the bar and I've never ordered one for it, uh, I have to just press down on it with my wrist as I'm playing, and I just really never kind of got into that. Yeah, me too, more or less. I had to watch a few YouTube tutorials on some things, and honestly, I made a video a while back talking about this guitar. It's been sitting for a while, and it didn't always have a bag, so the bridge is all caked up with like fur and animal hair and dust and everything. So I need to actually, when I put strings on it again, take the bridge apart and clean it real good and soak it and stuff and clean it up and put it all back together and make some adjustments. Right now, I think it's actually pretty decent setup. Like the bridge is not sagging too low or up too high, uh, which I've been able to get it in standard E the whole time I've had it pretty easily. But when I wanted to drop tune, man, oh God. Oh yeah, I would imagine so. Uh, I know that when you play that regularly, you need to. I just changed the strings on my PRS again for the first time in a couple of months, and I knew they were starting to need to be changed. But I was playing. I did live one night, and my brother and my cousin was on, and it started hurting my finger again. Like when you first start playing, like I was starting to feel it. That little tingy stinging underneath your fingers. And I was like, oh man, I was like, I think it's getting time to change the strings. So like, a couple of days later, I ended up changing them, put a fresh set on. And this has got them, what are they? Them neon strings, the ones with the little coating on it. So it's a little gentler on the fingers. But they're not as bright sounding. It's just cool in a way. 'Cause I tend to like a more of little bit more of a darker tone. Oh goodness. Yeah, you need to change your strings, bro. You'll notice a big difference, man. The sound quality, the feel, everything. I was telling you yesterday, man. I was started doing a video where I was going to make a comparison, essentially of starter guitars, because Squire's on the lower end of the spectrum for beginner guitars, being what, 200-300 bucks now. And then the PRS that I've been playing is technically a starter guitar. I mean, it's the low end of the PRS things. And kind of compare the tone that you get out of it through the rig that I normally play. And I mean, for my own curiosity, I wanted to hear what the tonal difference was. And man, it was buzzing so bad with the phaser I had on, it was driving me nuts. Like I just ain't used to muting the strings as much with the humbuckers as I had to do on that. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm in dire struggles right now, man. Like I said, I used to be a truck driver, and I just came off the road, man. I was running my own business, and it got to the point where it wasn't paying the bills, so I just left. And I had a lot of work that needed to be done on my house that wasn't getting done because I just didn't feel like doing it when I came home. So I came off the road and I'm getting a normal job, man. The YouTube thing is just a hustle, if it does something great. If not, it's just me sharing, you know, keeping track of my progression playing again, which is cool. I've kind of liked being able to go back and look at my playing and listen to it again. Because every time I think I really have a good take, I'll listen to it, a week later, 2 weeks later, and I'm just like, oh man, I'm playing that so much better now. If you've watched any of my videos, you see that I'm releasing like the same tracks kind of over and over again, or playing them over and over again because they're the ones that I like. And because it's improv, it's an evolving thing, so I'm always trying something new with it or changing it up, just trying to make it sound better. One thing I can definitely say that I don't like about this versus the PRS or the Squire is, for some reason, the frets just, they seem so much higher. So when I do slides, it's like speed bumps. Yeah, I seen that y'all have merch stuff set up and everything already, and I, being new to this, I've already been seeing that that's going to be the way to go. That the AdSense alone, generally isn't enough, to allow you to live full time on. Oh, really? Yeah, I used to do art and stuff back in high school, but I left my art book in my locker one year on the last day of school because I wasn't there. And when I went back a few days later to get out of my locker, they had cleared it out and threw it away. So I stopped drawing, and then I got into writing poetry and songs and shit for years. And then surprisingly, the same damn thing happened. I had notebooks upon notebooks and notebooks upon stories, poetry, songs, and they disappeared on me while I was gone to Hawaii for a year. Okay, cool. I mean, that makes for some interesting merch if you're using that to put it on like shirts or cups or whatever you can get them printed up on, man. Man, I was asking you the other day about the triad thing because I just seen a video that like I didn't get any clarifications on. Yeah, 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 yeah. What I was saying, I was asking about the triads thing because I was seeing a video the other day, and they were showing the shapes. I mean, because we know that the D chord is movable. It's one of the only chords that I think that's movable, besides maybe the A, without having to bar it. But that's at least to my knowledge. Like I said, I'm not a rhythm player, nor have I worked on chords that often. But the whole idea of the triads was just the three notes, obviously. But from what I understand, they're supposed to be movable. I just don't know if you can move them up or if they have to stay on the same set of strings all the way down. Me too. Uh, Me too. I don't count at all. I try to find the feel, the rhythm in my head, man. Like I like to play to the feel of the music. I think I'm just a little bit old school like that. I think that's the way it should be played. Now, if you're playing really technical shit, then yeah, I guess maybe you need to count out. Uh, and maybe some counting on a basic level would help, at least at the start of a song. But generally, I just kind of play by feel. Since how I play the lead guitar, I listen for the pocket and try to find my space, and then my my rhythm. Uh, but that's kind of hard. It just depends on what I'm playing. That's why I play a lot of bluesy, mellow, kind of atmospheric stuff. Is because of that. Like I just don't have the speed. Yeah, 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 yeah. I try to like I can hear the rhythm that I want to try to follow, but when I try playing it, man, I can't get there. Like it takes me a little while. But I found that this is where the counting thing's kind of fucked up because I kind of contradicted myself. On one song I was playing, I was noticing that I would stop playing on a certain count, and then I would hit a note, later on in that count, and I would do kind of a back off, to give it room to breathe, and then I would come back in on a certain count and start my lick up again. But to me, that's all feel. It's not necessarily like I was counting it out. I was just hearing kind of a count. I started watching one of your Gran Turismo streams the other night for a few minutes. Yeah, I think I could probably start doing that too if I have a general idea of the chord shape. 'Cause, I mean, there are chord shapes that I can't quite do. I'm just now starting to learn bar chords, Man, if I hadn't have bought the guitar, I was actually gonna buy me a racing setup. I already had a cockpit, but it had like a G29 for a PlayStation, and I play on Xbox generally, even though I have a gaming PC. And it was missing the holder for the shifter, and the one that I bought to go on it was not right, so it just kind of tilted forward. And because it was for PlayStation, I just hooked it up to my PC, and I had Forza on my PC, and tested it, and everything worked. And I just didn't understand how to get the settings. It felt weird. Of course, I'm sure it would, you know, 'cause I'm used to playing racing games with a controller, and switching to a steering wheel is going to feel awkward, I'm sure, for a little bit. Yeah, I don't do PlayStation, man. My stepson, he has PlayStation, but he don't really do racing games. He does a lot of shooter and fantasy style games or whatnot. I ended up selling the rig a little while back to somebody. Uh, if I do decide to get into it later on when I get back on my feet, I'm gonna get a nice one though. Yeah, I do. 'Cause I don't like paddle shifting, man. I'm old school. Like I'm a truck driver. I like shifting gears. Plus, not to mention, I like drifting more than I like racing. Like I will do a little bit of racing in games until I get some money, you know, built up. But I tend to get like to get sideways. Odin, stop that. I've been struggling with that rhythm pattern for ages. I've known the chords for it forever. One of my favorite Alice in Chains songs, and I'm still struggling to get the rhythm down right. Years and years and years later. Well, no, you can use the shifter on the PlayStation and everything, man. I see somebody else in the watching. How y'all doing today? Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't really played a Gran Turismo in a while, man. I've played. Uh, I had Forza 5. I haven't played the new Forza yet. Oh, only for some cars. Well, that makes sense because some cars may not be technically spec'd for manual; that they're going to be paddles only. Oh, to do one of yours. Here we go. Let me put it back on dirty real quick. I don't. Which one is it? I think I got the bottom chord wrong, but oh, okay. Well, that's funny because like my brother, when he plays those on controller, he uses clutch, but when I play on controller, I don't use the clutch. It's frets 1 and 3 on strings G and B, 1 and 3. Like that, or I was going based on Songster. They give you it was like some kind of D chord shape, but it sounds a little different if I use on my head rush. I got a down tuner, so I can tune it down, and I can get a little closer to it. Yeah. Oh, I think they tune down to fucking A on the sevens, don't they? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Same way with me when I first started uh, trying to learn how to do it. It was just 6 string. I don't even know if I could play a 7 string. Honestly, I have a hard enough time when playing rhythm, going from the power chords on the top 2 strings to if I'm down picking, I can do it generally. But if you're when I go back and forth, I have a hard time switching between the two. Yeah, I've thought about it at some point, man, but I think the 6 fits more with my vibe and how I play. So, oh, okay, yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, I got kind of like what I would like to play, man, would be to be able to do some more of the. I still struggle with doing any kind of chuggy type stuff and going into some kind of lick because I'm not really used to doing anything on the 5th string. Like I'm used to starting on the 4th string. But I play with it. I'm trying to get better at it. I'd like to say that it'd be like a what I'm striving for would be kind of like a heavy blues with more of a dark, like chuggy type tone of modern, like new metal or hardcore or metalcore, but with a more ambient, soulful type guitar licks underneath instead of all that arpeggio tapping and super technical speed running stuff. don't sound that great to me most of the time. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. I just really need to spend more time on it, man. I've been just playing uh mostly lead. I still have Rocksmith on my computer. I just got bored with playing songs. Honestly, every now and then I'll piddle with things that I know I can remember. Like I was practicing Comfortably Numb for a while. I don't even have that right. I'm just kind of improvising after a point where I can't remember where it goes. I don't know why it is that most songs just never stuck with me in my head. Yeah, I don't doubt that some of the stuff's not right. I think it gets you close enough in a lot of cases. I like the interactiveness of it. Uh, in the beginning, I what I hated in the long run is that it would start you off playing one or two notes out of a chord, and so you'd be playing it with like your first two fingers, and then as you started hitting them, it would add the whole chord. You would end up having to learn to move your fingers to where they were actually supposed to be. So I think that slowed down progress a little bit. Uh, I really enjoyed it, man. I learned a lot off Rocksmith. House of the Rising Sun's a fingerstyle song, ain't it? Though that's not picked. Yeah, I think that's what a lot of people have complained about Rocksmith is because of the way it was set up. I think on the new version, they have it set up where you can read it like tab, like regular tab. That's one thing that I've learned recently too, and I've always heard this that tense playing is the worst. Like you gotta learn to relax a little bit. So I think that plays into a lot of why you're when you're practicing. It sounds like crap because you're probably just tensed up and you're not really relaxed. I gotta turn the fan on or something. It's getting hot in here. Ah. Yeah, exactly. Relaxed and not really overthinking it, and just kind of playing it. Uh, Another thing that I've learned along the way that's some of what I'm wanting to do on YouTube is just kind of be more inspirational to guys like me who have picked it up after a long time or are struggling to learn and the hurdles and kind of give them encouragement that hey, don't feel bad because you're stuck in a particular spot. Kind of enjoy where you're at, play with it. That's all I've ever done, and I think it's eventually helped me kind of found what kind of guitarist I am. Really, like there for a while, I thought I was going to be more metal. Yeah, I like playing harder stuff, but I'm just too influenced by Pink Floyd and the real spacey guitar leads. It's what I've always loved, and that's just kind of what's come out in my playing. It's what I enjoy playing. Asking you to do what? Sorry, I think I missed something. Yeah, man, I've been seeing that everybody been getting views, but I'm guessing because I'm a newer channel and small that I need to probably stream for longer, and I just can't find the time to really stream for multiple hours on end, or I get bored when I ain't got nobody to talk to. If I had somebody to interact with, like you right now, maybe it would prolong the stream a little bit longer. But if I'm in there for 30, 45 minutes and I'm just playing to myself, all I really got is a practice session, and I'm going to end it, save the footage, and I'm going to cut that up for shorts or something. Really? Well, because see, I usually would put like guitar improv because I won't do requests, man. I'm just only going to play what I play. I'm not taking requests on. Yeah, dude, I was like right there with you the other day when Home Dude started giving you shit, talking about get better or be better or some shit. And I was just like, you said exactly what I was thinking, man. Like, I ain't fucking here to impress you, man. Time of day and consistency. Yeah, I've been wanting to do it on the weekends because that seems to be probably the best time to do it, Friday and Saturday nights. But I just can never really consistently get a time down to do it, man. I'm caught up doing stuff at the house or, whatnot, dinner, hanging out with the old lady and stuff. So, yeah, what I'm fighting with right now with my channel, man, is that I posted a lot of shorts when I first got on here, and it's where all my views came from. And then I did have one of my long forms kind of blow up, for a new channel. Like it got 115 views or something like that. It's just pretty damn good compared to what I normally get. Like I think my average now is like maybe 30 or 40 or something like that. And I mean, I have some that are just a couple or 15, but I had several shorts that were based off some of the long form that got up into 1,000 or close to 1,000. And then I did some of those reaction collab type things that you can do with shorts, and those shot my views way up there. So I did one the other day that's up to 3,000 views now, and then I did another one. When I first started the channel, it's up almost at 4. And yeah, I don't know. I think I've done too many shorts or what. I don't know. I don't know if it's my editing or the fact that I really don't talk. I just play. And when I do talking videos, I'm still kind of learning to talk to the camera. Yeah, I had somebody comment on one the other day talking about the video I did a reaction to was a stolen short to begin with from the original person, and they were asking what was the point of the video I done. And do I put on your shorts? It depends on the title of the short. It's you talking about the tags at the very bottom or the tags in the description, the hashtags? Because that's the hashtags that are in my videos are usually probably about 10 or so. It just really depends. No more than three. Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, because you hear conflicting information, man. Even like I got the vidIQ plugin on my browser now for when I go through my videos and shit, and it's even recommending more than that mostly. Really? So I need to just maybe completely remove the hashtags in general and just leave the tags in the bottom. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I've been using the AI tool to basically come up with my descriptions and all the tags and stuff for me, man, to save time. Like I'll proofread them and see if I like what they're saying, if they kind of go with what I was thinking to begin with, and it generally does a pretty good job, at least with the descriptions. Titles, on the other hand, can get a little finicky. Yeah, I don't really add anything but a title for the live stream when I go live because it's just an added step. Yeah, I've tried that, and I seen something where they were talking about running 3 videos at once after a little downturn. So I did 3 videos and I scheduled them all out with 24 in advance. And honestly, they really did. One did okay. My CTR and everything on one of them's really good compared to what a lot of my other videos have performed. And then there was one that just was a remake of an original video with some editing, to make it more visually appealing. And it didn't do as well as the original one. Yeah, I think it is too, honestly. Uh, and I don't like when I do my videos, man. When I'm talking, I don't like to do the cut throughs. Where you cut out a lot of the spacing, unless I take a big gap thinking about what I'm going to say. I don't really like editing, to where everything just kind of tat 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 tat. I prefer to just kind of sit here and talk with somebody like they're in the room. And I keep hearing that that's kind of the way to go because a lot of people are getting tired of that the other format that people are using, which is okay, I think, depending on what kind of material you're making. But for what I do, I don't think you need all that. I think what I'm focused on is more of a personal thing, so it needs to be a little more slower paced and personal feeling. Yeah, they do, and honestly, I'm kind of guilty of it too. 'Cause I used to watch much longer videos, but I honestly think that the after starting YouTube up and seeing some of the methods that people are using for retention, I've seen it, and if I'm watching your video for a piece of information, I don't want to have to watch your whole video to the end to get the information, especially if it's like some kind of how-to or informative video. And yeah, I'll click out real quick if the information isn't just leading me somewhere or part of the information I was looking for to begin with. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's the thing because everybody is different in that aspect. And I guess that's why they always talk about the algorithm. Finding your particular people who will enjoy your type of videos. Surprised by the amount of people that are interested in the type of videos. Oh, I'm not, man, because honestly, uh, a lot of the stuff that I've looked up to kind of help me with learning what I've learned recently about guitar have been not the typical stuff. I watched a video while I was trying to learn the fretboard. For me being a lead guitarist, I kind of need to know where all the notes are and whatnot, and hence the reason why I have to kind of figure out triads too, because that'll help me in the process. And then I came across a video because most guitarists, and this is what Home D was telling me the other day, when you're learning to play, you kind of get stuck in that. Just playing in a typical box, and you can't really move around. And then a guy I was watching uh, did was talking about. I think it starts here at the fifth. Let's see, E, F, G, A. So yeah, so it'd be basically A, B, C, and then I think it's D, E, F, and then I think G is here, and then you come back down, and then you got it again: A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So when he was explaining that, I was like, oh, okay. And then I started noticing that all the letters in the musical alphabet kind of lined up like that. And I was like, all right, well, that just it helped something in my head click. And so when I'm playing stuff like this, is me just basically kind of staying in that. Oh, and there was another video I watched where just knowing where all the major notes are. So I think most of the time I'm playing just the major chords or yeah, the major notes. I'm sure I hit the sharps and the minors once in a while. In fact, I know I do because you can hear it. It sounds so fucking cringy sometimes if you come out of the wrong note in the one. Marty Music. I'm not sure. I'd have to look it up and see. Uh, yeah, look that up real quick. MARG. Wow. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've seen him before. I don't know if I've watched a whole lot of his videos, but yeah, I've seen a few of his before. I can't. That's what I'm saying. I can't memorize it. I pick up bits and pieces. Uh, there's only a handful of riffs that I can even remember to play off the top of my head. I mean, seriously, I you know, something like that. I mean, I think all beginner guitarists know that, at least from our generation, definitely. And then obviously the what the fuck? I was playing on the wrong string. That's why. Uh, it's weird, man. Like I randomly just into a video that when I'm watching it sometimes, and they'll have a diagram up on the screen, and it'd just click. Like I said, I got on one of my playlists a video I saved from a guy about triads, and I wish I could find the dude that was talking about the scale thing. And I've tried to find it again, and I can't. Yeah, as I play more and more, I can kind of almost ear it, because I'm moving around the neck so much and playing with sounds. A lot of times I can kind of tell where on the neck they're playing. And if I diddled around long enough, I could probably figure stuff out on my own. Well, in that case, the only song that I actually know the full chord progression to is going to be the Nutshell. What, that same exact chord progression? See, that confuses me. I just think certain songs, man, has stuck out with me. Like Nutshell is just one of those songs that touched me, in the soul as far as songs go. So it's just like one of them songs that I just have always wanted to play, which is funny. I know some of the lead to it too. Something like that. I don't know the whole thing. I've never actually had the charts or anything or tab to look at for it. Oh, and that's fine. I mean, the chords I do know, I know. I mean, like I know E minor, E, G, A, A minor, D, D minor, C. I don't know the F chord, but I only know them in the first position. You know what I mean? That's what kind of leaves me stuck as far as rhythm goes. the only way that for that for me was power chords. Yeah, that's what I've been trying to do is learn some bar chords, and I've started doing it, but I'm not great at it yet. Uh, I don't know if it'd be. No, that's not going to work. Yeah, they're just weird, man. But I did see something not too long ago that helped out a little bit, and the chords that I can play barred now is that before you lay your barred finger down, form your the shape of the chord, place them first, then bar it. It's like it makes it so much easier because once you plant your index finger, it's harder to move your other three fingers. Oh yeah, so once you have one chord, you keep that shape and you move down A B C based on what the root note is to start with. It's like with, like I said, it should be an A chord and then a C B C, then that make D E F. I mean, I've learned enough to know that it's just take the low E string when you play it open. It's E. Fret one is F. Second fret is F sharp. Yeah. So that would make third fret G, and then D. Hold on. E F G. Oh yeah. A. E F G A. Yeah, I understand that much. Like I said, it's just getting my fingers to cooperate and do that. My pinky accuracy is not that great, so I've been, trying to do the. No. Oh, actually, I take that back, man. I played some Ramones. It's one of their. I think it was the Ramones or Misfits or something like that. One of their classics I played. They had on Rocksmith, and I played for a little bit. Oh, my pick just disappeared. Oh, I don't do power chords like you're supposed to anyway. I do the cheater power chord. You mean more like this, right? To to where technically you're supposed to play them more like this. I play them with two fingers instead of three. Yeah, I've always played power chords that way. I could never play it with the third finger. Uh, I kind of wish I could though. The main reason that I kind of wish I could is because there were songs that I was learning on Rocksmith that would basically be a power chord, but then you would have some kind of like some kind like it would have some weird ring out note at the bottom, usually on the G string, I think, or the maybe the B. It's one Rage Against the Machine riff that I can remember. Another thing that I struggle with for like the heavier stuff, man, is when you come out of the being able to come up off palm muting into a straight ring out and going back into the hammer on like that creates some kind of dynamic in certain rhythms that I just ain't able to pull off quite the way I would like to yet. Yeah, I go about shit the hard way, man. Cause the same way, most of what I've learned is just the hard way, reading stuff, looking up tabs. Until I started playing Rocksmith, I had no clue. I was just, diddling around, creating sounds. Like I had never even tried playing songs for the longest time. Pedaling. What do you mean about pedaling? Think of it as with your palm muting hand as you're bouncing your hand on and off the strings to mute. Oh, it's called pedaling. Okay. Yeah, I can do it in certain uh like like if I'm just galloping the top string. So like I said, I can do it a little bit. Just I'm not great at it. Oh, is that Avenged Sevenfold? I mean, so did Tom Morello in Rage Against the Machine. And Bulls on Parade, the opening after you get past that opening lick, when it kicks into the rhythm part, it's an open close palm mute in the rhythm part there. But it's so confusing to get the timing right because I mean it's just a yeah I could never get it right. Uh, what's the one that Maynard was on that album? Wasn't it Know Your Enemy, or was it one of the other ones? Because that's the one rhythm that I really like by there. Is it's like it's really high energy, but the chord changes are kind of crazy. Maynard from Tool. No, man, like I'm a huge Tool fanatic, man. But I knew Rage Against the Machine before I knew who Tool was, and when I found out he was on that song, I was like, "Oh shit!" Like his guest appearances on songs have been pretty dope. One of my favorite Deftones songs is "Passenger," which is he's showcased on. Yeah, but surprisingly, most of their Gallup stuff's pretty easy, man. It's the other stuff that gets a little more technical and a little harder to play. Because I had a bunch of Tool songs on Rocksmith, and what song was actually pretty easy to play? I think it was off their first album. Man, I could hear Schism in my head. And I know I started learning how to play it at one time. Nah, I can hear it. Like I can almost see how to play it, but I'd have to look at some tab again. I'm sure I could play it. There's a lot of songs I can play, like if I have Rocksmith in front of me. Uh, but I don't remember none of it without seeing the music in front of me. Okay. You know what? Another reason why I avoid doing any like content or playing other people's music on YouTube is because of the damn copyright strikes, man. I'm so scared of that shit that I'm just avoiding playing anybody else's music if possible. Oh, okay. I ain't doing nothing tonight besides the same old thing, man. Doing this. My old lady's out grocery shopping and taking care of some business, so here shortly I'll probably have to help unload groceries and put them away and whatnot. And then tomorrow I got an appointment uh, for an insurance claim on my pickup truck. We had a hailstorm out here a week or two ago, and I got like probably 200 or more dents on my hood and roof of my damn pickup truck. Yeah, but I had in one of my videos I was talking, for as fun as it is to play music that we always wanted to, and I mean I still like to play with that stuff once in a while, but I just kind of at this point am trying to find me as a guitarist and kind of find what my sound and feel is. I know you can get away with it because there's a ton of guys on YouTube that do rocksmith content in general, which is cool. And I will probably showcase it at some point in time. Uh, but I recently was freeing up space on my hard drive, hoping to be able to update my computer to the Windows 11 because they stopped support for Windows 10. And when I did, I deleted my game and didn't back up all my files. So I lost a lot of the songs and stuff that I had on it, and then I lost my interface configuration too. So I have to go back in and test that and get it all working. Cause I don't play directly through Rocksmith anymore. I'm playing through my pedal board and running through whatever sound that I'm playing with at the time. If it needs a little more distortion, I add a pedal or turn the gain up or down, or whatever the case is. Kind of like doing that, see what kind of sounds you get, with different tones on classic songs. Kind of fun. I mean, I know you're struggling right now, bro, but when you get in a situation, man, be looking to one of the smaller head rush units. Maybe not the full size Prime, but maybe the Flex. You can probably pick one of them up for about 300-400 bucks, man. I mean, I know that ain't no chump change at all. Like, I couldn't afford to do anything like that right now, but if you don't have the issue with it that I do mine, they're a nice piece because you get all the amp clones that you want. You can get pedal clones. It has it also has a vocal thing. You can use it as a audio interface with your computer for when you're doing YouTube live, so you can get better sound. Uh, right now, you can't tell that 'cause I'm not rigged up for it. If you really wanted me to, I could break it out and see what it sounds like. Oh no! Now that I think about it, the interface probably wouldn't work because usually when I run the interface, I have to broadcast through OBS. I forgot about that. If I run it through just YouTube, it clips real bad still. Yeah. Okay, man. It's nice of you hanging out and chilling, though, man. It's nice to see you. Hi, man. 10-4. You'll probably see me in there too, man. So, yep, yep.